He came into the game with a formula to reach the audience through the internet. A strange formula at the time for SA. He moved numbers with his first record, and since then, he's never looked back. In 2017, he tore the charts up with records with Frank Casino, DJ Capital, and DJ Speedster. Now, we all call him the leader of the new wave. Let's get into it. This is the story of J Molley. The boy just recently entered the game, but has done so much already, it's crazy. Apparently he's a shy kid though, and according to those who knew him before homeschooling, he was a bit of a loner. A kid that liked to move on his own, even though he was part of a hip-hop dance crew in high school. Jay wasn't a cool kid or anything, he was just a normal kid. Molley always knew though that he could sing. Growing up, he had a lot of music around his family. The entire family can actually sing. Crazy. The boy started playing the guitar around 9, and since then the stars have been aligning. Let's jump right in. So J Molley's real name is Jesse Molley. He's originally from Centurion but currently resides in Johannesburg. Molley was always into the arty side of life though. He began with an interest in visuals and picked up photography quite early. Molley also had a unique sense of style, a style that caught a lot of attention very quickly. His dope sense of style is influenced by the likes of Ian Connor and A$AP Rocky. I totally see it though. The check oversized shirt with the skater tee at the bottom. Shout out Rocky. His unique sense of style was the beginning of his internet fame. He however had no idea how big it was about to get. Okay, let's get into how the shy kid got into the game. He recently spoke to SA Hip Hop Mag about his come up. In the article he says, "I've never had a strategy or vision or anything," he explains. "It just happened. The first time I uploaded on SoundCloud, I just did it for fun. I just did it at my friend's house because they told me I should start singing. So I just did it for them, for fun." The Papas wanted to drop it on a mixtape that they were about to release just a couple of days after they asked me to sing. I quickly had to get a name, so we came up with the name J Molley. And then we dropped it. It got like 10k plays in a month, which was a lot back then. A lot back then, Jay? That's a lot right now, bro. Okay, so this is around April 2017. He says he didn't do much promoting. He just dropped it on IG and Twitter and it popped. Crazy. Okay, so J Molley seems to have had a really simple way into the game. He used what he had and it worked out. I might also want to add that I think J Molley is the type of person that believes in fate. What's yours is yours kind of guy. You know, when I wrote this story, I kept thinking, damn, where's the actual story? I want to talk about the part where he struggled to get into the game, when people didn't want to play his joints, etc. The part about how he got signed and screwed over by some old low-key music label, but nah, none of that it seems. Here's the thing though, that's the power of the internet. You can literally rustle through until a label notices you if you want a deal, of course. Anyways, let's get a little deeper. Let's talk about what makes Molley so special. Okay, let me explain. J Molley is like a soldier boy. For real, think about it. He opened up a new wave of creating hype via SoundCloud and the internet at the time when many weren't going that way. Yeah, sure, we had a couple of rappers doing it before him. He's not the first ever on SoundCloud. But he's the first ever to have that 360 internet rapper template. At least in SA. He was already doing well on IG before he blew up in music. People messed with his style. The boy already had 10k followers on IG before the real fame. Couple that and his low-key singing pipe, he was a perfect fit. What we all needed. Look, J Molley has a weird advantage. He's white. And no, don't get me wrong. This is in the USA, so being white doesn't mean you get all the fans and go gold overnight like Russ. Just because of white privilege? Okay, maybe it wasn't that easy for Russ, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, here it means you're entering a game of old cats, black gents. So you just stick out. So ultimately, it's easier to notice you. That's the advantage. It's weird to us to see you do this. Then what happens next? We actually want to hear what you sound like. Is he good or is he whack? This is still part of the advantage. Now here's the part that amazes all of us. The kid is dope, and not just dope, he's killing it. Here's a white kid with some dreadlocks, he looks colored a little and speaks well, plus he throws in some vernacular words here and there, and just dropped out of homeschooling but he's out here rapping and singing like a damn pro. Come on. This was unheard of at the time, and still is. You see, this is what makes him so unique. He represents the country in an incredibly unique way. He represents black, white, colored, Indian, basically every corner of the country. He's actually the South African flag. Here's the white kid that can sit with black people and you forget he's white. The crazy part is that he's made it so normal, it's incredible. I mean, look at his team. He's got Thabang, Banz, Nav, and his girlfriend Shamiz. All different at home affairs, but honestly incredibly similar. This is the edge that is J Molley, and this is why we should protect him at all costs. Unlike a lot of people, Molley brings all the races together in one show, ultimately making a huge difference through the music. Crazy. As you can hear, we're big fans of J Molley at Haven, but we'll stop there. Maybe we should create a part 2 so we can get as deep as I'd like to go. Okay, so to wrap up, let's get into some fun facts about J Molley. Jay says he's inspired by a lot of young musicians from America who grew their following organically on the internet like Yachty, Playboi Carti, and Travis Scott. The boy is currently in a relationship with Shamiz Musaga. Also, he calls her wifey. Wedding bells. Wedding bells. Molley also likes to record in different places, changing studios and producers to studios like Raw X and Ganja Beats, the duo that made one of his first breakout records, Never Know. Also, J Molley was homeschooled and had to drop out because he couldn't afford the exams. He also believes this is the reason for his independent way of thinking. Also, if you didn't know, Molley is also considered to be a name that comes from the drug. But, in actual fact, it comes from his last name, Molley, which he changed so it could be easier for people to say, to Molley. His debut project, Dreams Money Can Buy, is still flying high on SoundCloud with over 200k streams. He also became involved in the Respect Nation campaign with Dares and online hip-hop magazine, The Plug. This has seen him feature on the magazine's cover with TTGO, another Pretoria rapper. Shout out to TTGO. Suicide Thoughts from his 2017 EP Dreams Money Can Buy was not about him considering committing suicide, just about his troubled side of life, that's all. In addition, he also went up to Slicker and had a conversation, of course, on his platform. They spoke about suicide thoughts, and he was like, nah, I didn't want to commit suicide or anything. I just had to break away from a lot of things that I really believed in at the time so I could actually make it in the music industry. 200 on My Wrist on the same EP in 2017 was about a watch he nearly bought, a Rolex, but later discovered it was fake. His latest EP/playlist, titled Leader of the Wave, builds upon his songs like 200 on My Wrist, Dreams Money Can Buy, and 7 Bottles. Okay, that's that. The boy is doing well, and it's pretty evident that the formula of utilizing and manipulating the internet is a winning formula for him. Molley represents the future, and the future is J Molley. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub button to see more content, and also let me know in the comment section whose story you'd like to see next. DJ Honcho SA on Twitter and Honcho SA on Instagram. I'm out.